But in order to know if something is according to the Torah, how do you know if something is according to the Torah or not? Right here you have a Reform rabbi saying this is what the Torah says. Nigash ledavar mitoch hargashat yeshus v'atzmo. If your measuring stick is yourself, what you feel, then it's EF then you can't figure out yourself. Madua eno rotza lekabel hora misyamet. Then you can't say, what is my motivation for not wanting to keep Shabbos? Obviously, my motivation must be that this is what God wants. Im zemi peneshu huifucha shel Torah, if it's because the opposite of the Torah, or because menugel liyeshuso umitzioso. Maybe the reason I don't want to keep Shabbos is because, I like to go to the beach. I want to drive to the movies. Or, right, is that the reason I can't do Shabbos or not? Is it because it's really true I don't have to keep Shabbos? Maybe it's true. Maybe I don't have to keep, right? Maybe it's not a thing in the Torah. Or maybe I don't care what's in the Torah. What I care about is, does the Torah disturb my personal life? Lefichach, therefore, just 2 more paragraphs. Lefichach, therefore, tzaricha liyot avodat hayira v'haba. Therefore, you have to have love and fear of God. What's the Rebbe saying? You want to know what's true. Think about God. Have emotions for God. Think maybe there's nothing there to get emotional about. Maybe there's nothing to love. Maybe God is just a figment of the imagination. Yeah, maybe you're right, but maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe think about, maybe there is a creator. Maybe he creates me. Think about that seriously. I don't want to think about it. If you think about that idea, just a possibility. Maybe there's a creator. Maybe he's really creating me. Maybe he gave the Torah. Maybe he took the Jews out of Egypt. Maybe all these things that we say in our prayers in the morning, maybe they're really true. All of a sudden you start to have emotions. Ooh, God is really good. Ooh, God is really not understandable. Ooh, God is really fantastic. God is really awesome. If you have this appreciation, emotional appreciation about God, then you're able to understand if something is true or if it's not true. You're able to understand, is this according to the Torah or not? Your main thought is not, is this according to what I want or not? Lefichach, therefore, tzaricha liyot avodat hayira v'ahava. Therefore, you have to have the service of love and fear. And fear comes before love. Kavisha mishtamea, like it says, mina kriya, ha'amora shtei milim yachad, like we said before, like it said over here. Yira, fear, is on the top, and love is on the bottom. First of all, there has to be awe of God. God creates me, I don't create him. God creates the world, I don't create anything. First of all, there has to be this awe of God. And also, like it says in the Tanya, Yira, which is the Reshis Avoda V'Ikara, that fear is the beginning of all service, and that's Perek Mem Aleph. First of all, you have to have fear of God. What does fear of God mean? God is greater than me. God creates me. God creates the world. Whoa, this is awesome. That's called fear. Kish nigash adam. When a person comes b'hachana mukdemes of love and fear, love, kishoresh, love becomes the source of all the positive commandments, and fear is all the negative commandments. Like it says in Chinuch Katan, like it says in the introduction of Shar Yichud Ve'emuna in the Tanya, the second book of the Tanya, or Mosif Sham, and it adds over there, Sheyesh Be'inyan Chinuch. There is here the whole topic of education. Education. Perush Adavar, what does it mean? Sha'av she'enu bardat. That even if a person is not very intelligent, Yodea inish benavshe, nevertheless a person is aware of himself and he wants to take care of himself. Nitan lechancho ba'avav yira. You can educate him to have love and fear of God. Let's just put this over for the last couple lines. Love and fear of God. Everyone can have love and fear of God. Even the most simple of simple people can have love and fear of God. Hari ein lo ditrashem me'amalek. And then when you have love and fear of God, God becomes something really real and valuable to you. Then you don't get excited about Amalek. Shemotza o me'avram, even though his family background, his family tree comes from Avram and Yitzchak. And you're not even impressed by Bilam. the arch magician. Limarot should be Yisrael lo come, even though that it says that in the Jewish people there was never a prophet like Moshe. That's what it says right at the end of the Torah. Among the Jewish people there was never a prophet like Moshe. But by the non-Jews there was a prophet like Moshe. Who was that? Bilam. You ever heard that before? Bilam had supernatural powers. He had godly powers, if you want to call it. Hari la'achar al-mashal. Nitan v'sifri. I'll tell you 1 second. After the mashal is given in the Sifri, Lefiv Nimshal Bilam, the Tabach, Bilam is considered to be a baker. I have to look this up. Considered to be like a cook. Kayamas bekolzo dugma misyamet beineim. Nevertheless, there is a similarity between them. Evil exists in the world. Where does it come from? Evil comes from God. God creates everything. No, evil comes from God. What is evil? Evil is the ability to oppose God. That's pretty high. It's pretty amazing. In fact, it's so amazing that the first of the 10 commandments, God says, I am God that took you out of Egypt. That was a big accomplishment for God, to take the Jews out of Egypt. Why is it so big of an accomplishment? God should have said, I created Egypt. I created the world. I create everything. But God created, if you want God to wipe out the whole world, okay. But God created the world. If there's going to be a world, there has to be a potential for evil. And this potential comes from a very, very high source of godliness. It says that Moses was afraid to go into Paro. God had to say, Bo el Paro, come with me. Come, Bo means come. Come with me into Paro, to Paro's chamber. Moshe was afraid to go alone. Moshe had tremendous spiritual powers, and Paro, in a way, had even greater. And same thing with Bilam. Tremendous spiritual powers to actually oppose God. Afilu pshut shebepshutim, even the most simple Jew, kishut soed, lefi seder of yira and love and fear, ein lo litrashem bibilam amalek. If you have love of God and you have fear of God, then nothing in the world will affect you negatively. Nothing. Not even Amalek, not even Bilam. That's the lesson that we learned from this week's Parsha. Bilam and Amalek awaken inside of a Jew new powers that he never had before. And what is Bilam and Amalek? Bilam and Amalek are the forces that say, don't take Judaism seriously. No big deal. Don't take God seriously. Don't get excited. Don't get excited. That's what Amalek says. Don't get excited about God. You want to believe in God? Believe in Him. But don't get excited. Don't get emotional. Don't have love and fear. God exists. It's a religious idea. It's wonderful. Helps you in your personality. Helps you to get, how do you say, balanced. Great. Go for it. But don't get this idea that you should love God. That God is really real. He's really creating you. He's really creating them. He really took the Jews out of Egypt. He really gave us the Torah. He really cares about us. He really provides for us. Don't get into that. That's supposed to be the idea of prayer, davening. You take God seriously and you get emotional about God. It's not just staying and saying words and being part of the religious group and doing the heritage and our rituals, Jewish rituals, and you say these words, you don't even care what they're saying. It's supposed to be that you really have an intimate, personal love and awe relationship with the creator of the universe. You go into the king's palace. You go into his inner chamber and you can talk to the king every morning for an hour. Incredible merit. Incredible merit. That's called love and fear. When a person has that, then Amalek has no power over him. Bilam and Amalek have no power if you have fear and love. As we'll talk about, God willing, more tomorrow.